Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends, and today we're going to see if the defense is worth it or not. I know it was last campaign. I'm a little late to the show, but again, I don't really what is it? I don't buy the whole entire campaign out. I kind of just play through it. So, yeah, I'm a little late to the show, but I enjoy a good grind. So, defense. Let's run the upgrades I am on. So, main battery mod 2 for better traverse speed on the guns. Rudder shift time steering gears mod 2. Just for better steering, because I prefer to have some better steering. If there was propulsion mod, I'd throw that on there, but the propulsions are broken on this thing. Concealment system mod to get less detectability when I'm firing. And obviously, gunfire control system mod 2. I run this on everything. If it's not there, I usually run the main battery reload time decreased. But it gives us less dispersion and more main battery range. So I run that on defense. Now, let's have a look at our commander, Bruce Fraser. Make haste, maximum movement speed is increased by 2.4. Beyond range, better range, we're running igniter, punch through, and fixated with fully packed. He's legendary rank 2 and rank 14. I could get him to ranks 15 and 16, but currently I don't have the resources. I'm running Izoroko Yamato and Norman Scott. I run Norman Scott for better shell grouping and Yamato for better penetration multiplier. Again, you could do whatever you want for the inspirations, but this is what I prefer for my gameplay in defense. Now, let's have a look at my loadout. So first off, repair party, it's super heals. It's insane. They come in clutch. Sonar, they pick up from 3.5 kilometers, or I think they pick up ships from 5 kilometers. Smoke generator, so I heard it's not the best smoke so far, and I've used the smoke a couple times. Like when you're firing your guns in it, it gives away a smoke fire penalty. So, the smoke could come in clutch when you need it, but there are times where it could just be like you're trying to fire your guns in there, it doesn't work out. Boosters, I'm running global. Always got to get some good global XP, and battle boosters for better perks for my boat, like movement speed and cooldown of consumables. Alright, specs, survivability 77, hit points 60,600, armor 16 and 305 millimeters thick, torpedo damage reduction is 21%. Now, we're going to have a look at the artillery, which is a rating of 93. 356 millimeter guns, so we take that, divide it by that, and you overmatch 24.8 millimeters of armor. Reload time is 18 seconds, firing range is 18.5 kilometers, 180 degree turn time is 30 seconds. HE shell max damage is 6,100 with a fire setting chance of 44%, which is crazy. The British like to have those high explosives, get those fires. AP shell damage is 11,340. Oh yeah, secondary armament. We have 8x2, 134 millimeter Mark 1, 50 QF Mark 1. Firing range is 5 kilometers, reload time 6.7 seconds. Max HE shell damage is 1,900. Fire setting chance is 11%. So we do get torpedoes. They're on the front of the boat. 2x4, 622 millimeter PR Mark 4s. Reload time 90 seconds, 180 degree turn time is 15 seconds, max damage is 21,000 damage. Torpedo detectability range by sea is 1.7 kilometers. Torpedo range 10 kilometers, which is really nice. And torpedo speed is 67 knots. AA defense, you guys can pause the video, look over that. I don't really go over AA defense as much. It's got 77 AA defense is decent for against carriers. Maneuverability is at a 67. So maximum speed is 34 knots, or 34.8 knots, so like almost 35 knots. This thing is crazy fast. Like, this thing is fast. It's maneuverable. Like, this thing is a monster when it comes to speed. And, like, that's why it doesn't run that's why I'm not running propulsion mod, because it doesn't give me the option, because this thing is a monster when it comes to speed and maneuverability. Turning circle radius is 770 meters. Rudder shift time 10.2 seconds. Concealment is their base rating of 65. So statistics, I've only played one match in it, and max damage is 149,000 damage in my first game. So yeah, I've only played one match in it, but don't worry, that's all going to change today. Now, let's have a look at the armor scheme. So 25 millimeter bow. This thing almost overmatches itself, which is kind of goofy to think about. If this thing overmatched itself, man, it would be wild. But no, it does not, because it overmatches 24.8 millimeter armor. So anything 15 inch or above overmatches you. So go ahead and get rid of that. We're gonna have a look at the Citadel here. So yeah, Citadel, it's raised. So just don't go broadside on this thing unless you're asking to get sent back to port. Like, just don't do it. So you get casemate armor that is 30 millimeters thick, so 16 inch penetrates it. I believe. Hold on, 406 millimeters. Oh, I'm doing the math. 406 millimeters divided by 14.3. Never mind. 16 inch does not overmatch. Sorry, I read that wrong. That's different armor scheme. So yeah, you can ricochet 16s. You can't ricochet Yamis. It's gonna pen you. Yami's gonna be a monster. So if you get into a fight with a Yami, just hope and pray that maybe you might get a ricochet. But like, it's gonna be tough to get a ricochet. So yeah, we know Citadel. It's raised. So overview: greater heal. Repair party restores severe damage. So super heals and sequential. Torpedoes can be launched one by one in the front. You can always go for a 4 launch or 1 and 1. Big and flammable. Fire sets on the ship last longer due to her large size and high caliber gun. So the fires last longer, kind of maybe like a battleship. A hypothetical development of big cruiser designs created by British shipbuilders in the late 1930s, with the main battery gun caliber increased to 14 inches, 356 millimeters. The ship was conceived in response to the strengthening of the Japanese Navy. Her main purpose was to counter enemy heavy cruisers. Year design, 1940. So, long time ago when this thing was designed, never built. This thing would have been pretty cool if it was built. And to be honest, I actually do like the design. It's grown on me. At first when it came out, I was like, what the heck? Like, it looks like a Nelson. But it's definitely grown on me. And I think the ship is actually a beauty. You get the nastiest firing angles with this third gun right here. Like, it's ridiculous. You guys will see in the gameplay. It's so funny. But with all that, let's get into the gameplay.
All right, we are in defense. So, I wasn't recording my audio during this gameplay because I like to lock in. So, usually I like to do these voiceovers. Usually the 1v9s, I like to do, I like to commentate during the game because it shows my live reaction. But during like these kinds of videos, I always do a voiceover because I need to lock in when I'm playing standard battles. And we're playing on Greece. We are in defense. And let me tell you, we go ham on this lobby. Like, you don't even know what's about to happen. Like, you guys don't even know what's coming. Like, this is going to be a crazy game. And if you guys have been enjoying the content, please hit that like button and subscribe. Currently, if you notice that on the schedule that I have like videos already loaded up and they're going to be up on certain dates, it's because I'm in Hawaii and I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. But I did not leave you guys hanging. I'm leaving you guys with some videos because you guys deserve it. And I need to keep up on my content because there was a time where I went like 2 weeks or a week without scheduling any videos or planning anything. But to be honest, I completely thought this shot right here, I like missed. Like, I thought it all hit the island and I was like, holy freak, that was like such a bad shot. But we get 11K out of that shot. And like, that was crazy. That surprised me big time. So we're going to show the weaknesses and the strengths of the defense in this match. And you're going to notice this. So also, you could show that I am like locked in right now. And the firing angles on this thing is absolutely crazy. So yeah, I know this is a bit of an early like review. Very late review since the campaign already ended for this boat. But like, I got it towards the end. I had to kind of clutch up to get it. And let me tell you, this thing was so much fun grinding for. And I've only played one game in it, which is kind of sad. As I pop a smoke screen here, because I'm trying to get myself not detected, because I'm about to come around this corner and start shooting Montana, because I loaded up HE because I want to start getting some fires on there. But we're at 11K damage. And the reason why I'm doing a defense review is because this boat is so fun. And the first game I had was 149K. I will tell you, we break that record in this video. Like, we're about to go ham. All right, so I see Montana. First shots are out. And the thing about the defense is that the smoke firing penalty is pretty dog. Like, that's what I've heard from it. We get a fire on Montana, 5 pins. We get him for 7K. I'm watching that Johan on my left, and I'm trying to get my torps off. Like, I'm gonna try and get my torps off here. So I was gonna full send it here, but I was like, okay, I need to slow down. So I'm gonna try and get a fire on Johan here. And I pull out way too much, but the thing is, you have front torps here, and they're really nice. So I load up the single torps here. I dump them all on this Johan, and we get rid of Johan. It opens up the middle here. Montana on my right, yeah, he's going to be an issue throughout this whole entire game. But torps are out. They're looking solid, and all 4 pretty much land on him. Actually, no, 3 of them land on him, and we get our first kill. Now, this is where the 16 inches hurt. 16-inch guns, taking out most of your health in the front. Like, it's insane. I lost half my health there. But you have the super heals, which come in clutch. So I start backing up. I pop the smoke so I can get myself concealed as I take the shot. Because I'm trying to get a fire on this Montana because he's now behind an island, and we get the fire. This thing has a crazy fire setting chance. So I get double fired. I put it out, and we pop our super heal. The Palmer on my left here, I'm like, oh shoot. He probably could have lobbed that there and absolutely like death struck me, but he was too busy focusing on the cruiser in front of him. So I was gonna come around here, help the cruiser here on the Palmer and B, but I thought, nah, he's got this. I load up armor piercing because I'm expecting to fight this. I think it's Des Moines that I'm about to fight, the Des Moines. So I'm like, okay, cruiser, you got that. It's a Mino. Okay, sorry, not Des Moines. We should take our first shot at the Mino, and shots look pretty solid, and Citadel. Like, these guns slap. Like, it's insane. The 14-inch guns on these things are the 14-inch guns are nasty. The firing angles are nasty. Skieflin gets rid of Palmer and B. I'm like, all right, sweet. Our cruiser's alive in B cap. They can be able to take it. I can handle A cap over here. And that's when Shima gets spotted. I'm like, dude, what is this Shima doing? So take the shots out. I think it's because he was shooting his guns at the Monty, or I can't remember what my teammate is over there. We're about to find out here in a second. But I take the shots out on Shima. I miss. I'm like, dang it. So I'm trying to support my teammate Battleship over there. And Shima starts like turning, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take like kind of a bold, crappy shot at this guy. I should have loaded up HE, but it doesn't matter anyway because we land 2 hits on him, and those shells look pretty solid. And down he goes, giving us our second kill with 89,000 damage with almost more than 6 minutes into the game. Like, this is pretty crazy stats, and this is legendary tier too. So like, we'll be making something out of it. It's Bourgogne, that's who it is, not Monty. But there's Montana right there. I'm like, oh shoot. Like, I was expecting to get absolutely smacked here. Take a shot at Mino, get another Citadel out of him. Now, this is where I was expecting Monty to slap he's going to slap the living crap out of me. 10K through the front. That just shows, like, you need to get angled with the casemate. Because I didn't, like, during this whole entire match, like, I was just so locked in. I kept forgetting to angle myself with a casemate. But again, I'm too nervous to use the casemate armor to protect myself because I'm so, like, I'm scared that he's going to, like, somehow get through that angle and, like, Citadel me. But, you know, it's only my second game in defense as I take a shot and get nothing. Pretty much shatters. We're at 105,000 damage. But, like, I'm just a little nervous about just, like, getting that casemate and using it to ricochet 16-inch guns. Pretty much anything. Because I don't want them to get that little nasty Citadel. So instead, I take it all in the front. You guys don't have to play my gameplay style. I'm still learning how to play defense. But, like, this match was just absolutely insane. And this was the first match, like, playing in it, too, when I was recording. And I was like, holy crap, am I glad I recorded this. Like, so funny. So what I'm doing here is I'm backing up. I load up HE because I'm not really slapping the Montana as hard as I want to. So I'm backing up, trying to get out of visibility or detectability. And I not pop smoke. I capture the cap, solo cap, getting us some points on the board. Look how close we were to losing this game. This is where the comeback is real. Carl Johan kills Colombo, which is huge. Kills him with his torps, gets him his arsonist, and I I can't remember which badge that was. I think that was close quarters something. I don't remember. That just vanished from my mind really quickly. But he gets 2 badges from that guy. Monty takes a blind fire. I'm like, okay, glad I moved from there. Like he wasn't going to hit me either way if I was just sitting there. But I know that I cannot just sit here in A-cap and let the Monty come around and, like, absolutely bully me. Like, I have to make the move. So what I was going to do is I was going to go to the right and encounter the Montana. But instead, I'm going to go straight. Like, I changed my mind and go straight because I was about to go into the right here. I was like, I'm going to counter this guy. But then I realized, I'm like, I can just go behind him and torp him. Like, there's no reason to throw all my health away and a Montana right in front of me. So, like, I'm like, okay, I can go around. I went to the menu, looked at my sonar. I got 5 kilometers on it. So I popped the sonar, and I'm going to try and pick up this Montana so I know where he is. And if the Montana was going to back up, I'd be fighting him. But I pick him up on my sonar. I'm like, okay, this is the play here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go behind Montana, and I'm full throttling it too. And I'm going to try and get my torpedoes off on him. And he's going to be focusing Burgonia, which, shout out to the Burgonia, because he played this so well for me to execute this play right here. Because I'm going to flank Montana, and thanks to the agility of this thing, I get there so quick. Like, it's insane. So, Burgonia, he's just taking all the fire, doing what a battleship job is. We have A-cap, we have B-cap, but we did lose that cruiser in the middle, which is unfortunate. But I load up HE because I know I'm not going to slap anything with AP. I do think I load up AP for a second here. But I load up HE, get a fire on him, 6 pins, 7K, malfunctioning some secondaries, or taking some secondaries out. And this is where I start dumping the torps out in the front. Now, I'm just going to, like, since I'm so agile, I could just, like, mess around with this Montana, like, right behind him. Like, there's nothing he can do. I'm on a fire right now. I take a shot. I use armor piercing. I'm like, okay, armor piercing really did nothing. So I'm just, like, I keep it for some reason. I don't know why I switched. But torpedoes, get him in the rear. Burgonia's shooting him. I'm shooting him. He's already taking 2 torp hits. And, yeah, that does it for him. And we make the comeback right there. Jutland and Monty go down. Somehow our cruiser was able to take out a DD from, like, I think C-cap or B-cap, somewhere in that area. And I was like, dude, that is clutch. Like, we clutched up the game. Look at the scoreboard. We're at 508, and they're at 405. Like, we clutched up this game, and now we're back in it. Like, it's insane. I was like, dude, we were down to, like, 100 points, and then we came back. We made that clutch play of taking out Montana, and the cruiser, also, Napoli, was able to take out that destroyer. Like, that was a huge clutch up right there. Now we're back in the game. Now, the enemy team, which is the Des Moines, because I know it's the Des Moines because there's no, because the battleship's back at C-cap, like on the map. So I'm looking on the map. I'm like, okay, I know the cruiser's at B-cap because the battleship, can't be that fast, which he was in B-cap. Like, he was fast enough to be there. But I know that the cruiser was there. Like, I just assumed the cruiser was going to be there. And it's Colombo, and Colombo's got those 16s. Dude, I always forget with the Italians. I'm pretty sure Colombo's got 16s. But I'm just looking on the board. He's got 2 kills. I'm like, okay, Colombo might know what he's doing. But I'm going to be utterly wrong here. But they're taking B-cap, which they're going to start having the points advantage because of having C-cap, and then they're going to have B-cap. So they're going to have the points advantage. My teammate tells me to pull back. I was thinking about it, but I just decided, I just ignored him because I know what I'm doing. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to encounter, spot, try and get detected and try and pick up a boat that can start shooting at me and then have my teammates start shooting at them. So, like, what I'm doing is I'm throwing myself out there, and since I know, like, somewhat of what I'm doing, I'm trying to get these, like, ships because when they fire their guns, they're going to get detected. So Colombo, I pick up Colombo, and then there's Des Moines over there. So I spot both of them. Des Moines spots me, and I'm like, oh, crap. So Colombo takes a shot at me. I pop smoke because I got spotted. And Colombo gets, like 8K out of me. I'm like, okay, I need to start turning to the left because Des Moines, the last time I checked, he's going to be broadside when I come around. So I'm taking a risky play here. Colombo is now, like, he's focused on me. The smoke screen did absolutely nothing. But I need to get rid of this Des Moines because he will be an issue later on in the game. I see him, take the shot, And boom. See you later, Des Moines. Get the high cal badge, and this is where you don't want to sell broadside in this thing. I get so lucky that I just don't get blown up right there. I am so lucky. Like, this is what happens when you go broadside in a defense. But also, the guns on this thing are nasty. We just slapped that Des Moines, giving us our high caliber badge, which is insane. 175,000 damage with 3 kills. Like, we went total, like we went wild in this game. Like, I was not expecting this either. Apparently, I just need to turn off my headset, not talk, and just lock in. Because I was locked in this game. I was like, okay, we got all this. We just got to, we just got to clutch up. And we did. Like, this was probably the most enjoyable match I've had in World of Warships for, like a good while. I've had, like, a lot of good matches in World of Warships. But this one, like, I just enjoyed it. Like, it was tight. We were able to come back. And, like it was fun. I enjoyed it. Like, it was so much fun. So right here, I knew I was cooked. Like, I was expecting Colombo to kill me here. So I dumped the torps off because I'm just like, okay, I know I'm dead. Colombo's saps are pretty much going to kill me. Load the armor piercing, get 11k out of him. That's with 3 shells. I'm like, all right, we're good. And then the torps look good. I'm like, all right, I'm good to die here. This is where my work is done because the torps look solid, and that wraps the game, giving us our flesh wound and our 4th kill. We almost had a Kraken in defense. That would have been amazing. This is my 2nd game of defense, by the way. We end up with almost 200k damage, flesh wound, high skill level badge, 4 kills, 1 capture or solo cap, almost 3,500 base XP, top of the leaderboard. And Napoleon and Burgonnier deserved that 2nd and 3rd place spot because they knew what they were doing and they were able to clutch up the game. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Defense is definitely worth it in my opinion for that last campaign. Like, I literally enjoy this boat. But I'll see you guys in the next one.